Hello and welcome to the War Report. I am your host Cyrus, joined by Quan, and this is the show where we talk about WWE, NXT 2.0, and AEW Dynamite. Maybe all the other Dynamite and Friends if it comes if needed. How you feeling, Quan?
Feel fantastic, man. The good weekend, Thanksgiving coming up. Best time of the year.
I thought you was gonna say them bets hidden.
Nah, them bets not hit. Dog,
Good.
NFL Sunday had me hot, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh Lord, the Dolphins losing it all again.
Nah, the Dolphins won on Thursday. No, who lost? Oh, the damn Seahawks. They got shut out against the Packers. I had a three-team parlay. The Eagles did what they need to do. And who's the other team I picked? I forgot the other team, but I had a three-team parlay, and the Seahawks blew it. So I'm off that for the week. I'm not opening that up.
Them boys gonna be knocking at the door. All right,
Christmas, man.
but that's good. That's all great and fun. AEW Full Gear was over the weekend. We would talk about it in our AEW segment. We're going to talk about it a bit now. In brief, we went, over the card in full, in detail, with a whole bunch of new members and old members of the community on Spaces on Twitter. So if you want to get a more in-depth or quick thoughts on it, join our Spaces next time. It's kind of really hard to hoard all that information from the weekend and then holding it until now. So we encourage you to check out our Spaces on Twitter, the A Show RNC. So let's get into in the trenches. So we have a lot of topics here, since there's AEW had their pay-per-view and some little just a little bit of NXT stuff. So first I just want to start out NXT. There's a report saying that NXT might be transitioning into a TV 14 television rating. What do you think about that, Quan? I see it already.
It's not really I know fans have been clamoring for WWE to be a little more edgier for a while now, probably since the change to PG, those John Cena days.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the TV rating, in my opinion, doesn't really always correlate with the quality of the product. So, yeah. I mean, NXT, if it wants to go TV 14, it's really not going to make me change my opinion on the show, probably. I like where it's at now. I think it has a little edge right now. But if they want to take it a little step further, as long as they don't go full on 1999, 2000, era promos where women are getting called sluts and
as long as they don't go MJF promo.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Then that's fine. If they want to go TV 14, I'm not mad at it. What do you think?
Yeah. I feel the same way. Honestly, I wasn't paying attention to the television rating before. I don't know. It was just like something on the screen that I really wasn't paying attention to. So when they were just like, "Oh, we might boost it," I was just like, "Damn, y'all shit wasn't boosted before." Y'all had the cameraman basically up Toxic Attraction's asshole, for 2 weeks now.
There's a lot of innuendo. So
yeah, sure, I guess. There's a lot of innuendos. I thought when Andre Chase, when they started doing the bleeping stuff on Andre Chase, I thought, oh, they're already bumping it. It seems like they're already in the TV 14 stage. They're just looking to get it approved.
Yeah, basically it seems like they're just like, all right, we're already doing it. They're pushing the PG as far as they can go right now.
Yeah,
that's why I'm a little afraid if they do go TV 14, how far they're gonna go.
We'll see. I know you said that it might, it doesn't affect the overall quality of the product, but I feel like it might if they start going full
they
Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, they gotta go all in on it if they're gonna do it.
Well, like, it doesn't have like just because you are TV-14 does not mean you should like, go full Beavis and Butthead. um Next, controversial news. Jay Lethal is signed to All Elite Wrestling. This has caused quite a stir on all sorts of fronts on wrestling. You want to give your thoughts on it, Quan?
Well, you want to give them the background of why it's controversial that Jay Lethal has been signed?
Okay. I was just gonna toss it up to you, but Jay Lethal has been accused by 3 people of blackballing due to women rejecting his sexual advances in ROH. I forgot. I don't know her. Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor Hendricks, right? Is that her name?
Okay, yeah. Taylor Hendricks, Kelly Klein, and one anonymous report. I think Jay Lethal just being another individual that was called out during the speaking out and still shows up to AEW. I think it's kind of shitty. And then on the same week, I was gonna put that on the docket originally, where Tony Khan basically just shut a woman out when they wanted to ask about the women's division stuff. But everything else happened. Like, it just kept getting worse. So yeah, he's signed to All Elite Wrestling. Obviously, people are bringing, reminding people, Ayo, y'all might have forgot, but here it is. Jay Lethal is not a great person, to say the least. And then everybody on the AEW community side are just like, well, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's nasty, man. I don't like it. The thing is, like, yeah, the ROH contracts are free. There's so much talent at ROH. If Jay Lethal was the guy you chose with a controversial, perception
Jay
on him right
Lethal
now,
is not the first guy that I'm thinking about once ROH is up.
at all.
Jonathan Graham was like the first dude I was just like, dog, I'd love to see him in AEW.
That's more. I'm just like, why Jay Lethal of all people? I mean, I guess he has a little TV.
Yeah, he definitely has TV experience.
He's TV experience, so I'll give him that. But like, there's so many guys you could have grabbed. It just seems really tone deaf, especially after the situation with the reporter and him saying, Tony Khan talking about he needs more credit for the women NWA Power show, how he funded the women, and you feel like he's not getting enough credit for it. I'm just like, yo, you're a billionaire. That's your job to pay these people. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, he was just like, why aren't you guys, clapping for me when I did the bare minimum?
Yeah, it's so.
It was just like, because AEW, they really champion the bare minimum.
Yeah, and then just like, it just. You're saying, oh, look, I'm doing this for women, this and that, and then you're putting somebody who clearly, seems like a danger to women in the same locker room. It's just very tone deaf, and it's another one of those things where like Tony Khan should probably like shut up. It's coming to the point where he's becoming like almost too arrogant that he feels like he can do whatever he wants with no repercussions. And I mean,
well, I feel like he's well in his right to think he can just get away with anything.
And and it's nasty how these these quote unquote journalists in the wrestling community turn their head to it. It's that, hey, look, man.
Not even dog. I saw a lot of crazy stuff, and I think it's the same kind of just like reaction to like it literally happened like 2 weeks ago where somebody employed by Fightful was just like, oh, toxic attraction, they're just being looked at as sex objects when Imperium, said that America has its benefits, basically just saying American women are pretty.
Yeah, make a little
That's
joke.
it. Like toxic attraction, they're just, eye candy, blah blah blah, this and that, as they're holding the tag title, and their whole thing, literally their whole gimmick is, I'm sexy and very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Do not underestimate me. Like, that's literally their whole thing. And then, AEW does like some crazy thing literally the next day, and they just say, I'm tired of talking about it because I received so much hate online from the wild shit I said the other day. And
a lot of this press don't want to lose their AEW buddy pass they got right now. That their rapport with Tony Khan.
It's clear as day. It's ridiculous. Yeah. And then them saying, well, I don't really care about press passes. Like, I don't need it. And it's just like, you sure?
Because you acting like it.
You can listen to the A Show where Meals and Justin, who are former journalists, how they talk about this sort of thing, getting some. I think they could put it into better words than we can, because
they're much more well spoken than we are.
Because I'm like speechless about the whole thing, and I'm speechless about like how this really just gets swept under the rug.
And just to be clear, if WWE did this, we would also have the same reaction. This isn't just because it's AEW signing.
I mean, we had the same thing when Speaking Out came out, when El Ligero, when Murjani was here. We talked about El Ligero on NXT, all the NXT UK guys.
Yeah, we had to put a disclaimer every time. We had to put a disclaimer every time we talked about Matt Riddle. Every time.
Like,
just so y'all know.
Motherfuckers was like ready to hang Matt Riddle. Jay Lethal gets signed. It's just like, what? He's good at his job. So what? Really? That shit blows my fucking mind, man.
They could have signed somebody else instead of Jay Lethal. I don't think Jay Lethal. He's not moving the needle for them.
He surely is not moving the needle, because he's, what is it? He's been like the super senior on the indies for like forever. Not even on the indies, just ROH.
Yeah, not even just ROH.
Like he's just been stuck there forever. I don't know, man. This is it's very shitty. And it sucks that, I know people like, people are gonna be like, well, you see, he signed a black talent. This guy? Nah, son. And I know people are trying to do the y'all just trying to put a black man down, da da da. Hey man, I ain't rooting for this, man. Because I know there's a lot of black people that were on ROH that aren't, that haven't done what Jay Lethal has done.
This old milk dud head ass out of here, man.
Yeah, he's dog look lame as shit. Prayers down for him, and then we're gonna move on to CM Punk saying that there are no more casual fans in wrestling, so AEW can, kind of just maneuver the ship how they are doing already, because why cater to a different fan base when there isn't, when they're non-existent? And I'll say, dog, that is a load of shit. I literally went to the AEW show with a casual fan a couple weeks ago. What are your thoughts on his comment?
I don't even know what he said. He said there's no more casual fans at all.
He was the full
quote. Right now.
Let me get I got the full quote.
Okay. You got the full? Oh, all right, go ahead, read it then.
Okay. Let this page load.
You don't even have it. I got it right here. Look. Okay. and I quote CM Punk at the post Full Gear media scrum. I definitely think that there's overlap, right? I don't know if everybody who is a WWE fan specifically just what? Who is it just to watch me? Excuse me, I clearly can't read. But what I recognize in front of an AEW audience is an audience that I used to wrestle in front of prior to me going to WWE. They're wrestling fans, and I will never understand the criticism of appealing to your fan base. If this is your fan base, we give them what they want. Everybody's happy. Now, I understand building a business and people talk about trying to get casual viewers. I don't think there's casual wrestling fans anymore. My opinion, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody in TNT is going to get mad that I'm saying this or I am of this opinion, but our fans are wrestling fans and we give them wrestling. Man, what a novel concept. Very, very snarky, very sarcastic of CM Punk on brand. Look, I mean, we know what it is with AEW. We know the fan base they're looking for. They tell us every week they're looking for white guys 18 to 49. So it is what it is. That's what they want. That's who they're appealing to. I can't really argue with Punk there if that's how he feels about it. Coming from his advantage, wrestling in AEW.
Is AEW even going to try?
I just think that AEW doing themselves a disservice only appealing to one demo.
Are they not even going to try to make casual fans?
They don't want that.
Like, you're not even going to try to grow? I feel like what's going to happen, or what they're kind of just hoping for, is WWE brings the casual fan in. And then they kind of get into the fandom, get into the space. And then somebody says, hey, check out AEW. Because I think at that point, if you're like, in the fan base, you are sort of hardcore. And then you like get absolved into or absorbed into the AEW space. And then that is your new viewer. Is that a fair assumption?
That's how I got into ROH.
Yeah. Well, shit, that's how I got into everything. Yeah. I watched WrestleMania, and now we're here.
And we're here doing a podcast every week.
So I definitely think that's what AEW is just kind of just like hoping for WWE to bring people in, and then WWE turn them jaded, and then they turn to All Elite Wrestling.
Speaking of fan bases, why does AEW never leave Chicago? They go to Chicago once a month.
And they're hardcore.
Is that the only place that's selling?
Bread. They got bread, apparently.
Is that the only place that's selling? Like, no West Coast venues want them? I don't understand.
The mask mandate or a vaccine mandate. Oh, yeah, and
California, they can't do this. No, they did. They did New York. They did New York though.
What Justin told me is that venues in California are expensive. So? And I know in the West Coast there's more than just California.
There got to be a demand out west for AEW to be out there.
Maybe a small venue in Anaheim.
That's what I'm saying. Something. I don't know how far Anaheim is from LA, but do the spot that PWG be doing.
Reseda?
No, not
I mean, not Reseda. I'm so stupid. Yeah. Honestly, I think it's too small, but
that's something. I don't know.
The venue that I went to in Miami, you could look it up. The James L. Knight Center is not a big place. So I feel like
it's tiny.
Yeah, they can fill up any cafeteria. Just do it. Just go ahead.
At least got to be a theater.
I mean, it'd be different. It doesn't always have to be an arena.
Yeah, they definitely they do theaters.
Yeah, I think if they want to just have a different presentation, just fuck it, do it in a theater, doing wherever the hell PWG does its thing now. But It is what it is. Another big story is Kenny Omega taking some time away and needing shoulder surgery.
I don't know if that's confirmed yet. Is that confirmed he needs shoulder surgery?
It was later reported on PW Insider.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. I always thought this was going to be the case for Kenny Omega, like really being banged up Um, just from all the New Japan stuff and the stuff that he does in AEW now. I would say I found like when this thing came out, I didn't want to do like a I told you so because I think that's fucked up. But me and my friends were talking about like, hey, why do you really actually feel that Kenny Omega like lost a step? And I would say, after the ankle injury that he had, he was pretty much never the same.
Yeah.
And I always felt like,
banged up.
yeah, and I was always just like, there's a lot of wrestlers who get injured or get hurt and they can't move or move like they used to, and they change their style. Kenny Omega never did that. He he was always like, kind of like the speed and power guy, kind of all around. He hurts his ankle in he hurts his ankle, and then he's still the all around guy, still doing high flying stuff, still like doing speed. Kenny Omega is, he's a strong guy. I feel like he could have just did the powerhouse thing and just be like a really, really strong dude. It said no. It was just like have to.
The problem with that doesn't make you the best bout machine.
Yes.
And I think
so
I think Kenny Omega has a similar kind of mind state like Brian does. He's trying to make sure he has the best match no matter what. And he will do whatever it takes to have the best match.
But I feel like
even Brian
definitely changed his style. Yeah.
But Brian realized, going from wrestling maybe once or twice a month to wrestling, 40 times a year, it's a little different. So he realized, that's something you have to just learn in WWE is like, hey, you can't keep doing that. Because, Lord knows if Brian never went to WWE, he probably would still be wrestling like, 2008 Brian, and Lord knows where he'd be right now. But yeah, Kenny also with Kenny is that he's been wrestling since as long as Cena and Orton and them. Like Father Time is undefeated. He's gonna catch up to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Kenny really had any big injuries in a long time. So I mean,
I think I would say the ankle injury is like the first big one.
Yeah, you know what it kind of reminds me of? Rest in peace. But once Kobe seemed like he never got hurt until he got older, and then he got hurt, and he kept getting hurt, and you could just tell he's worn down, and like this is it.
Yeah, it all.
He kind of looks like that to me right now.
I was always an advocate for like, yo, like Kenny Omega, like change your style, especially since you have a new crop of talent to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly slowing down for them could be best. Like kind of slowing down or like just dumbing yourself down for the because this is I feel like it's been a very long time since I said this, but like the level of competition in AEW is not as high as it is in New Japan. So slow it down a little bit.
Especially that era that Kenny was in.
Mm-hmm. So honestly, Father Time is undefeated, man. Kenny Omega on this episode of Dynamite, he kind of takes gives a little time and takes a step back. Rest up, man. Like for real.
I hope that's the last time we see him on TV for a good while.
Dog,
I don't want him mentioned. I don't want to hear the name Kenny Omega on TV. I want the return to be huge.
At first, it was just like I don't want to see Kenny Omega because this shit is kind of ass. But now it's just like I'm worried. So I don't want to see this man for a year or two. I think
a year or two, damn nigga.
Yes,
a whole year.
I think AEW is in a very good spot right now. I think it's in the best spot it's ever been in its current state, or like the top of the card. So I definitely think Kenny Omega can take time off.
A year or two, 2 years is nuts.
Yeah,
he's gonna be 40. He's gonna be 40.
Did you hear about the injuries he has?
I saw the video. He said the said he got vertigo. First of all, wrestling with vertigo is crazy. Couldn't be me.
I'm saying
vertigo. I'm not getting out of bed.
Like he doing all this shit to fucking room spinning crazy. Come on now. Please relax, rest up, take as long as you need. Do not rush to come back. Speaking of injury, the tag team title match at Full Gear was changed because Dax Hardwood got his shit rocked. So in the spaces we talked about, we thought,
The
the
match
finish
ended
to
really
that match
weird.
was, it was just kind of odd. But 10 minutes going into the match, Dax Harwood gets knocked out. And I think it may have been from the knee that Phoenix delivered while doing the tightrope.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, I believe it.
There's been reports. People don't like working with this guy.
Who?
Phoenix.
Oh.
They say he's too stiff because he's too stiff.
Oh. The game's the game?
He might be a little, I don't want to say the D word, but
oh.
I will say he does seem a little like not many cares when it comes to being in the ring. He will do whatever. I mean, remember when he used to do those dives and like take out people in the front row?
Shit.
Back in Mexico.
I'll say it. Yeah, he's a danger. He's a danger to himself. You remember all those times he would do a leap and he just land on his neck?
He's a wild boy.
What is it? Literally like 4 months ago, we were just like, Death Triangle could never be in, a full force, or like Lucha Bros could never be in a full force because both of them are like either Phoenix or Pentagon. They're gone because they're hurt or something. I think there's a lot of proof in the pudding that Phoenix is very dangerous to himself and now to other competitors. And also FCR does have a history of like constantly getting their shit wrong.
Regularly. Well, I guess he was not too bad because he's wrestling next week, so
I mean, what is it? Cash got his arm goddamn almost ripped out, and they were just like, "You got 3 weeks to get better because you wrestling."
He rushed back for that. That's their life.
It's fucking crazy. But yeah, it definitely explains why we got that really weird finish and why Cash was just like, "I will have to take the pin," or be do the whole rigmarole thing. I definitely think that is a wild thing to come up with on the fly.
that never seems to be the team, like when wrestling matches go like left and then they have to do it on the fly. Like, I'm still like, I was so impressed by who was the triple threat. It was JC
Jane, Persia Parada, and Io Shirai.
Yeah, and the fact they were like, okay, JC's out. We got to make this into a one-on-one match, and then they did it. The match wasn't terrible. I thought that was so impressive. I hate when that happens, obviously, but like, it's always impressive to see wrestlers like just kind of go on the fly, just wing it. And
I definitely thought that was a really cool finish. Well, no, I think it's a creative finish now because it was something that was literally like come up on the fly. But with all that said, let's get into more AEW.
I'm super excited for this match for the AEW World Championship. But to be fair, I'm a little surprised and disappointed that it's not Kenny Omega standing across the ring from me right now.
Well, you're right. It's not Kenny Omega because I beat his ass at Full Gear. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, I managed to do it in less than 30 minutes.
Whoa.
Norfolk, Virginia. What's popping? It is National Cowboy Shit Day. Can the kids celebrate that?
Yeah, man, they could do it for today, for sure.
Oh my god! In like 20 years from now, some kid is gonna be like, "Why is today National Cowboy Shit Day?"
Well done.
You know what wrestling is, bro?
Man, well, I guess we should probably just talk real briefly about Full Gear, at least the main event we could talk about.
Yeah.
Or the result of the main event.
Yeah.
Because the match itself, it was cool. It was a cool match. It wasn't, obviously it wasn't as good as the match they had last year.
Mm-hmm.
Because the condition of Kenny.
I don't think the condition really had to do anything with it.
But it doesn't really matter because people were all there for one thing. We just wanted to see the W. It didn't matter what the match was going to be like.
Absolutely.
Yeah, none of that mattered. We were just like, okay, we just wanted to see if they pull the trigger, which would have been dumb if they didn't. So they made the right choice, and I applaud AEW for doing the right thing and not going for more heat or whatever other people were suggesting on the internet.
Mhm.
And I was like, yeah, but I'm cool. I'm cool with Hangman Page winning the belt. He's earned it, so I'm cool.
I'll just reiterate what I said on the spaces. This is great that Hangman Page finally won. And then, now that Kenny Omega, well, I always felt like Kenny Omega was going to take a step away anyway, post losing. So this kind of ushers in an actual new era it
felt like a soft reset today. Outside of the Cody, Malachi Black, whatever the fuck universe they got going on.
Well, that's the Cody verse. Nothing changes.
Yeah, it's the Cody verse.
I would say for like the rest of the card, yes, it does feel like a soft reset. Like it feels different. Like finally, there's a pay-per-view where there's like a change, like an actual like big change after.
Yeah.
So I think it's all great and fun, man. I'm really enjoying this. Heyman Page cuts his promo. I didn't think this one was all that great, but we were just waiting for what's to come. Bryan Danielson comes out, and he's healing it up.
He came out crazy. He came out the gates like, I was like, damn, dog. You at least could have subtly got it when he went into it. He was just like, nah, we going full heel immediately. I'm just in the hometown.
Yeah. I know when we talked about Miro and Danielson, we were just like, oh, Miro's gonna like Miro should win because he's the heel going into this. But we never really factored in that. Well, I guess we were just like, unless Brian turns, and we're just like, oh, really? He turns? That'd be crazy.
I'm not even mad. I'm not mad at him turning because I love heel Brian. I'm just like, whoa, they went right to it. They were not waiting.
Yeah. He turned really quick
out of nowhere. I was like, whoa, this is aggressive.
And the crowd reacted accordingly.
That shit. If they were gonna do it like this though, this was the best time to do it in because obviously it's in Hangman Page's home state.
Right.
So roughly 150 miles.
You remember when Britt Baker and Red Velvet were feuding, and then like Britt Baker was still heel, but Pittsburgh is literally going ape shit for everything.
They knew they couldn't get out of that one. They were like, we got to just.
And then Red Velvet is trying to cut like a kind of like a. It was borderline heelish, but it was like a fiery babyface promo, and then like she's getting booed out the goddamn building. I'm glad this is not the case for this. Daniel Bryan plays an amazing heel, so this is all good and fun. And they have a pull apart, which I think is we haven't seen one of those in a minute. Usually it would just turn into an outright brawl between 5 people or whatever.
No, I feel like they did it. I feel like actually AEW they did pull apart for Punk and Kingston. So
you're right.
It wasn't that long ago.
Did that happen on Rampage?
I don't remember what show it was on.
Oh. I don't.
But they did that. I remember because I was like, that's the first time I've seen AEW do that.
It was something backstage where they it was in the parking lot.
No, but they did it in the ring too.
Oh, okay. I just remember the parking lot part. Sorry, folks at home. But now we go into commercial break and then we come back and it's Bryan Danielson versus Evil Uno. So me and Quan, we normally don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. And
I think we agree a lot, actually.
But for this, I definitely, when I heard that Bryan Danielson was going to wrestle Evil Uno, I was just like, maybe not. Like, I feel like
you jumped the gun too early.
I feel like it was always going to happen. I feel like it was always going to happen anyway. Like it was always going to happen with the Dark Order. But I just feel like Bryan Danielson so the tweet that came out said that Bryan Danielson wants to get into Hangman Page's head and defeat Evil Uno. I said, that I didn't really think that he needed to defeat Evil Uno to get into Hangman Page 10. I feel like Bryan Danielson could have came out, just cut a promo, which happened tonight, and then just said that like I beat everyone in the like men's division or whatever. Like I have way more experience than you. Like kind of, create that self-doubt through his words. And then, they can have the fucking Evil Uno match on, what is it, Rampage, or, when I'm not watching the show. And then you said, if not Evil Uno, then who? And then once again, I nominated John Silver because he is the only Dark Order guy I like.
I don't believe that's what I said. That's fine.
No, that was I guess we could also add where I was just like, I don't want to see Evil Uno wrestle, and you're just like, just because you don't like Evil Uno doesn't mean he shouldn't be on TV.
That's what I'm saying.
I think you're wrong. This man's ass. So I feel like he shouldn't be on TV. Is that not fair? We think Dana Brooke is not all that great. You think she should be on TV, bro?
Put her on first. Yeah, Raw can take anybody. They got 3 hours to fill, so yeah, they can put her on TV.
Of course.
You ever sat through Raw?
Yeah, and I think that this was done a lot better than Alan Angels and Kenny Omega.
Well, yeah, that didn't make sense because that one he was unsigned and wasn't on TV. Evil Uno was on TV every week.
I'm glad that you are seeing my side.
No, you're seeing my side.
You're seeing my side when it comes to Alan Angels because I was just like, get this motherfucker out of here. But I think this match was a lot better. For one, it is absolutely getting over Daniel Bryanson. Like he is like full on heel. Like this is he's healing it up and everything. This does not go 50-50.
Oh, no, this is a squash. I loved it.
That's
top 5 AEW match. Baby.
I would say this is a 60-30.
That's not even a full 100. That's how much of an ass whooping it was. Even though they didn't keep 10 extra 10%.
Definitely not getting that. Yeah, I thought this match was very well done. Bryan Danielson is doing all the heelisms that he used to do on ROH. I have till 5. Well, he was even doing the goddamn the kicks to the head as a face in the WWE. So I can't even say that's like part of his heel character.
He need to bring the elbows back. Remember them elbows he used to do?
Yes, he needs to bring back the elbows. The elbows go crazy.
I will say this much. I mean, I know it's 15 years later, but he's wrestling Colt Cabana next week. And last time I saw them wrestle, they had a match that was like 45 minutes long. And I don't even like long matches like that. That shit was heat. They're not gonna do 45. I'm saying if they want to go that route, I think Colt Cabana and Bryan Danielson can have a good match because it's not like the way they were working. Danielson. Yeah, but in the way they were working that real European technical style that I like. So
I like it too, but
it's probably gonna be an ass whooping though in its hometown. Which you know what,
that's fine with me. Because I'm not a big fan of Colt Cabana, so it is what it is. But I did think this match was very well done and very well produced in all aspects of it. So we're gonna get more of Bryan Danielson beating the shit out of Dark Order guys until whenever the match happens. Hopefully it happens before the year ends. Next, we have Chaos, Orange Cassidy and Ishii versus the HFO, the Hardy front office, Butcher and Blade. And I thought this match was really good. I just want to preface it. I think this episode of AEW is really great until the main event.
Okay.
I thought it was really good. I thought all the matches were pretty nice.
Yeah, I thought the matches were good this week. They were all very decent to good.
Yeah. we love Ishii in this house, so you're not gonna really. And I like Butcher and Blade, so you're not gonna really capture me slandering this match.
And I don't even hate Orange Cassidy. He's fine.
I think he's cooled down a lot, but still beloved. So it's, I mean, isn't that everybody on the AEW brand? It doesn't really matter.
Ebbs and flows.
Yeah, ebbs and flows, and the crowd will love you no matter what, unless you're like Dan Lambert or Cody. Yeah, this match is fine. I really enjoyed it. That's all.
Yeah, I don't mean anything else. I hope that we get to see Ishii. I'm happy Ishii got some spots on national TV because he deserves it. What are you gonna say? Butcher
slimmed up, looks great.
Yeah, he does look good, real good.
Yeah. I don't know what happened during his break, or if he was, while he was away, but he slimmed up crazy.
And he still looks scary. It doesn't look like,
Oh yeah.
Like super buff. He just just toned down a little bit. It's like when Brody lost all that weight. It kind of reminded me of that.
He definitely slimmed up, but I feel like let this motherfucker get some muscle. He'll be a scary looking motherfucker, bro.
He already is a scary looking. I don't want to run into that guy.
He probably be even more scary with the muscle, but I thought the match was great. It was Hikaru Shida and Nyla Rose in this TBS Women Eliminator Tournament. I thought this match was also really good. These two ladies can't miss. I think they have good chemistry.
Nyla Rose is sneaky underrated. Like low key.
I always thought.
I think Nyla Rose is underrated.
I always felt like she was one of the best on the women's roster.
Yeah.
I liked her title reign. I thought her match with Rio was okay, but definitely all the matches that she had with Hikaru Shida and Statlander.
Yes.
Good.
Yep.
I like that Serena Deeb got involved. That's about it. I don't really. I thought when I think matches are good, I don't really have much to say.
Yeah, you're such a negative person all the time. That's why you're such a negative Nancy. You don't have anything nice to say about the match. I'll say something nice. I don't have anything else to say. I'm just fucking
exactly. I thought the stretch muffler finish. I love the stretch muffler is one of my favorite submissions ever.
Stretch muffler, man.
Yeah. One of my favorite submissions ever. So every time I see it, I am not gonna hate it. That and the Lion Tamer, two submissions that I love. So if I see it, that's an auto star to the match.
I'm an ankle lock guy. I love an ankle lock. Anytime something's possible with an ankle lock, and if they roll into it.
What's that shit that Tanahashi be doing? The 4-leaf clover.
Yeah, Texas Cloverleaf.
Yeah, Texas Cloverleaf. Hard body.
I love it. Texas Cloverleaf.
And then anything Zack Sabre Jr. does, because he's beyond submission wrestling. Yeah, that's about it. Nyla Rose advances, and I have the bracket. Let me pull it up. My fault. I am exporting some files right now, so therefore I cannot look at it. But I believe she will be wrestling Jade Cargill next on the bracket, correct?
No, Red Velvet is.
No, I think she's gonna run through Red Velvet. I think.
Jade's next round. Okay, yeah, next round.
Yeah, next round.
Probably. Yes. Oh yeah, she's gonna get Red Velvet out of here. Yeah.
Jade is gonna do God's work. So.
No, Nyla Rose faces the winner of
Peter Rosa,
Ruby Soho, and Chris Statlander.
When is that match happening? Because I feel like we have seen 2 video packages so far with like no clear indication when this match is happening.
It might be Rampage. I don't know. I think it is Rampage.
I didn't see it announced.
Because Cargill Red Velvet Rampage. So probably next week.
And hell no, they're not gonna have to. No, because Jamie Hayter and
and Thunder Rosa.
When is this match happening?
Maybe, just maybe, you'll have 2 women's matches on the show next week. Maybe.
Whoa,
First time for
bruh.
everything.
You think Warner is gonna let that happen?
Yeah, what's up? I saw that that headline.
That
The
Captain
rumors
ass
that
report.
yeah, the rumors that
AEW trying to place
Warner.
blame on Warner.
Yeah, that's nasty. Y'all nasty over there.
Oh Lord, Tony Khan loves women's wrestling. It's just that Warner don't want it.
Yeah. Okay.
The leaps and bounds that they go for the good guy billionaire. Yeah, so far women's eliminator tournament has been decent stuff so far. I don't think any of the matches have been bad except Red Velvet versus the Bunny. So it is what it is. Main event time. I would say this match isn't great.
I thought it's fine. It's fine.
Jay Lethal versus Sammy Guevara for the TNT title. This just felt very spot fest-y.
Oh, they definitely did the mid 2000s indie opening.
It's a Jay Lethal match
for sure. I haven't watched Jay Lethal wrestle in a long time. I forgot how stupid his finish is. That stupid little hamstring cutter. That's so dumb.
The lethal injection. What is it when he dives to the outside 3 times? Like, just
wrestlers still do that spot. The three times suicide.
Jay Lethal do.
I remember Punk used to do that. I don't even think Punk does that anymore.
I don't even think he. I'm glad he doesn't dive anymore. He looks like shit whenever he did it.
Yeah, you don't need to do that.
But yeah, no, I thought this was just like a Jay Lethal match, and
Sammy was wilding. He got
yeah. Sammy Guevara definitely got some stuff in, but I definitely think like it's 2021 now, and this looks like the match that I saw against Cody a couple years back. Like it feels samey to me. I know wrestlers have their what is it? The go-tos.
The signature.
Yeah, the signatures, the go-tos, like kind of like what you're gonna come to expect. But I feel like they're like running through Jay Lethal's repertoire. And then Sammy Guevara getting like stuff in every now and then.
Yeah.
And since your fan base is hardcore, don't try to hit me with they're trying to condition people to like, show like what Jay Lethal's all about. These are hardcore fans. They know who the fuck Jay Lethal. They've seen a Jay Lethal match. They've seen ROH. So
TNA. He's also in TNA.
Yeah. They've seen what Jay Lethal does. And then Jay Lethal loses. I don't know what AEW benefits from debuting guys in title match, like having their debut match being title matches and then lose. I don't get it. Especially when your big motto is wins and losses matter.
They do it a lot. They do it a lot. Now that you mention it, they done it a couple times. Like
when Brody came in.
I always mention it's the Sting Ric Flair thing, but it just they don't ever execute it as well. I don't know how people are gonna react to it because personally, like I just don't care about Jay Lethal. So like in my mind, I'm like I don't really care if he wins or loses. I'm gonna feel the same way about him regardless.
I don't care about this title because I don't really like Sammy Guevara, and then it's gonna go to somebody I like even less.
Yeah.
And also public perception. Kind of nuts. They handshake at the end as every open challenge thing or whatever. So did anything happen after? Because I feel like they shook hands and then they were just like, and we're all, we'll see you guys for
it was actually ending. Yeah, just Inner Circle came out, everybody hugged. That was it.
All right. Quick hits. Kenny Omega says bye to us, and then says, "Ayo, Bucks." Well, no, he just says while talking to the Super Click, he just says, "I'm expect y'all to hold it down," and then Adam Cole does, "Don't worry, cleaner, I got this."
That's actually pretty funny.
So normally I would be like, now I'm starting to see how the being the elite people feel when they get the inside joke.
Yeah,
Um,
that was a good one.
It made me laugh. And then Kenny Omega going, not you, motherfucker. I was talking to fucking Buck, bro. I thought that was really funny. And then just continuing on the Super Click stuff. The Bucks are not medically cleared to wrestle after their Falls Count Anywhere match on Full Gear. So Adam Cole will be aligning himself with Bobby Fish to go up against the Jurassic Express.
Hey man, you gonna see Kyle there January 1st. I'm telling you right now. I see the writing on the wall.
Hey man. Reed doing the Undisputed Era. It's not fire. That's not cool, dog. That's not fire. And you know what? It's gonna be especially not cool because of how we currently feel about these people currently. We find Kyle to be extremely boring.
I wasn't Kyle boring. He just like bland, like very just. I don't even know the word. I don't think boring is the right word, but he's just not interesting right now. He had no character.
Juan thinks he's bland. I'm gonna go with the word boring. And then Bobby Fish was an avid parlor user, so I don't think that's cool either. But and then Adam Cole, I just think, like I said when he debuted, is just we're playing the hits. We're just gonna Adam Cole aligns with himself with somebody, and then we just wait till he turns on.
Yeah, or he becomes the leader or whatever. I don't know.
And then he turns leader and then turns on. Kind of is what it is. I'm not looking forward to the match because I'm tired of them already. What is it? Wrestling Jurassic Express.
Yeah, I thought this would be the end already.
We need to move on. We absolutely need to move on from this sort of thing. And I know I said, it feels like a soft reset or stuff like that, but I really just meant for the title. There's no elite shenanigans, no inner circle shenanigans. So it just feels right in the world.
Nice.
Moving on, we have Eddie Kingston and Daniel Garcia talking, and Eddie Kingston wants to talk to Tony Schiavone without getting interrupted. And now Eddie Kingston and Daniel Garcia will be wrestling at some point. Did they announce that for Rampage? I didn't see it.
Yeah, I believe so. I just thought it was funny. Okay. Eddie Kingston telling me, "Be your own man, dog. You letting these two grown men call you their son?
Mm-hmm.
Have some self-respect."
Especially when Daniel Garcia is the actual star of that group.
Yeah.
I thought that was very funny. He for real hit the fuck 2.0 and fuck all the Army Troop. Fighting for what? It could be your man. So that's cool. And then in Chicago next week, we're getting Team NXT versus Team AEW. I don't think this match is going to be great. I think it's just going to be a clusterfuck. To the point where FTR was just like, we're going to waiver our hold your tag rope clause for this. And I was just like, ooh, nobody wants to follow your fucking nerd rules. Oh my God.
Did they say that for real? I didn't hear that.
Yes. He said we're going to waiver our rule. And that's their rule to like have the tag. You must be holding the tag rope thing. So it's going to be an all-out brawl, all going ape shit. It's going to be FTR, Malachi Black, and Andrade versus the Lucha Bros, Death Triangle, and Cody. Just to say less words. And when Phoenix had the promo,
same amount of words.
Sonographer, play it back. When Phoenix said that Death Triangle and Cody are going to be are the best 4-man group, I said, nigga, please.
You disagree?
Yeah. Nigga, I would say I would say the Inner Circle is a better for I know they have more people, but I would say they could form a better 4-man group.
That's funny.
Especially since they haven't been tagging long. Like it's only been a month now. Y'all niggas ain't really all that. MJF has a segment shitting on Darby Allin. I thought the MJF promo that he had post Full Gear, like right after his Darby Allin match that they played earlier in the show, was actually really nice.
It's so nice to hear him not good at being on his edgelord shit.
Yeah, he was just talking about accolades and shit he's done in AEW, and then just kept it to just all in the ring stuff.
Yeah,
and then he comes out later in the night cutting, Norfolk's full of hicks, yada yada. And then he says he's unstoppable. Also, he said that the ratings doesn't tell the whole story. And then Excalibur was just like, you only wrestle like 3 times a year. And I was just like, let me see if this motherfucker's on the rankings. Because I think that is a big flaw in the system. This man's not even on there. He's not on there.
He's not?
No,
he was.
He's not on there. I checked the rankings on the AEW website, or like during that promo. It's Miro, Scorpio Sky,
Ew.
Kenny Omega, because he just lost, Bryan Danielson. So he's not even on there.
Oh yeah,
so I don't know what he's so I don't know what he's talking about. The rankings not telling the whole story.
He only wrestled 3 times a year. That's
you don't wrestle enough to be on the board, bro. And then he talks his shit. And then CM Punk comes out. MJF tries to introduce himself, and then CM Punk, just walks away, doesn't shake his hand. I think that's going to be the big story going into this. You're not going to shake my hand. And if next week is going to be, if MJF comes out on, Rampage or next week and being like, you're going to shake my hand, I'm going to fucking roll my eyes.
Surprisingly, MJF has had 13 matches on TV this year. So that's more than I thought.
And not enough to get him on the board. The Acclaim and Dante Martin and Leo Rush have a match. I didn't see the match on Rampage where Leo Rush came back, but I think it is cool that Leo Rush is in his White Ranger gear, and he looks great in there. Really good stuff. Bowens actually looks great as well. I thought this match was good.
Every time I see Leo Rush wrestle, I'm like, yo, what were they thinking in WWE not having him wrestle more? It blew my mind. Just that he could have been a manager and still wrestled, but he wrestled like once a month.
He could have went. He could have went crazy with Reginald, bro.
Oh, could you imagine? Yeah, that's one of the few times where I'm like, yeah, I agree with everybody else. I feel like they probably should let him work more on TV, and they just didn't. But he was on TV. I just wish he would actually wrestle. He's so good.
Whatever happened backstage happened backstage.
Yeah.
And then we already talked the women's tournament stuff. So that is it for AEW. Rampage this week doesn't look too great, but
I'm gonna watch it.
Of course. I am sort of looking forward to Dynamite next week. I'm looking forward for the the Bryan Danielson match and the women's eliminator stuff. Team NXT versus Team AEW. And I also feel like that's gonna main event. So I'm not too excited about that.
It should be a hot crowd because it's Chicago too. So
of course.
I'm in. I'm ready to watch it.
They don't do no wrong in AEW. What I'm surprised that we didn't see this week was Inner Circle or Top Team.
Well, I think Top Team might be done. I don't see why Dan Lambert would still be there, at least not for a while. Inner Circle, we saw them. They just, it was real quick, no storyline advancement.
Well, I'm just saying, you just remember when Inner Circle would win something, and then the Pinnacle was just like, I'm on your ass. So it's nice to be moving on from that, even though I thought the feud was really cool.
I mean, we still got Rampage, so we're not clear yet.
we'll see what happens. And yeah, that is it for AEW. We're going to go into NXT 2.0. Hello, and we are here for NXT 2.0, where you get wrestling and poker. Interesting show this week. I think, unlike Survivor Series, soon as War Game was like kind of announced, they kind of kicked everything into full gear. Rather,
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Or rather than like Survivor Series, like 2 weeks or like 3 weeks before the big show, they were just like, "Oh shit, teams."
Yeah, they got how many? What was it? It's like the first week of December, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think like December 5th or something.
But
So, yeah,
they're getting everything cracking now. So.
They got 2 weeks to get together.
And this is one of the fastest builds in a really in a long time, I guess. But to start the show, we got Dexter Lumis versus Tony D'Angelo. How'd you feel about this match?
Tony D'Angelo, he got the basics down.
Yeah, he knows how to stomp.
You can do a body slam pretty good.
Yeah. So one, I just wanted to point out, Quan let on a huge ass yawn when I asked him how he felt about the match.
Oh, but you were gonna no sell that because that wasn't in reaction to the situation. that was just in reaction to me being sleepy.
When WWE sent an email of like what's gonna happen on NXT tonight, I saw that and I was just like, oh, this is D'Angelo's like first main guy or like somebody where he like faced somebody.
Established worker.
An established worker. I was about to say like a main roster guy, but it's like different. But somebody that's like really rooted into NXT now. Like Dexter Lumis is definitely somebody that's a big character on there. So I thought this was like, oh, this is like your graduation match. Let's see what you got. Like this is your time to show what you are and with the real guys. And he showed me nothing. Stomps, what is it? The back body drop, and then he like healed it up, and I guess he showed another layer of his character by getting flustered and cheating, but I thought it was whatever.
Let's be fair. I don't think he's been training for that long. If anything.
Yeah.
They put a lot of those guys out on TV like immediately.
Mm-hmm. But not much. I just thought, if he's actually going to be like with a really established guy, like this is the time where it's just like, well, I guess it would be the same for the producers in the back. We're going to put you with Lumis, show us something. Or, like Lumis make him look good, either or. I know D'Angelo, he ain't show me nothing here. I'm not saying I'm gonna call it quits on the dude because the motto here is, I'm impressed until I'm impressed. But here he ain't really show me nothing. Is that fair? That's fair, right?
I'm with you.
The match was whatever.
I'm right with you. Yeah, I'll be honest. This whole episode of NXT, a lot of the in-ring, this wasn't an episode about wrestling. This was definitely a segment promo heavy episode of NXT.
Yes, this was like build first, wrestle second.
Yeah, the wrestling didn't even matter on this episode.
So after the Tony D'Angelo match, Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams come on, put the beats on Dexter Lumis
for mad long.
Yeah, for a while long.
What the fuck was Johnny at?
He was calling the referees.
That nigga's in the bathroom.
They put his hand on the chair, and then Carmelo did a big ass stomp. Onto his hand, and then Gargano comes out, and then we cut to commercial break, and then we come back. They're saying a whole bunch of stuff like Gargano's heated, he's tight, he's really trying to he's mad, and then Pete Dunne comes out, And he was like, stop. I beat his ass last week, so don't try to cut a passionate promo into a title match, all right? Fuck all that. And I mean, Dunn probably didn't really need Gargano's help to beat Melo, but he just made it a little easier for Pete. So I don't think Johnny Gargano should be taking all the credit for it. That's just how I feel. And then Carmelo Hayes comes out and he was just like, I'll beat both your ass at the same time. And I said, yeah, either this man really impressed in his SmackDown Dark match, or
damn, I hope
Gargano
not. I hope, man. I hope did Gargano have a dark match? I didn't hear about any dark match he had.
Actually, I don't think that happened.
There was a report that him and Kyle was supposed to be having dark matches, but I don't think it actually happened. So Kyle's out of here, bro. As soon as when I saw Von Wagner on SmackDown, I said, "Yeah, Kyle's gone." I said, "Yep, that's it. He's gone."
Dog, I saw Von Wagner on SmackDown, and I said, "Kyle, dog, you're not hungry enough for this."
Nah, Kyle's gone.
You let the nigga that you're supposed to carry lap you already, bro.
This what happened. Kyle went up to Triple H or Sean. He was like, "Look, bro, I'm out of here, dog. I'm gonna give y'all the heads up right now. So whatever y'all about to do with Von Wagner, just do it." And Triple H was like, "You know what? Send him up. Fuck it."
I hope Triple H is okay. So he probably just told Sean that.
You think Triple H was off his meds when he said that? He's like, "Damn, dog. He's a little loopy. Just send him up to SmackDown." Yeah, Triple H is okay too. Shout out Triple H.
Yeah, he was off a couple price. Kyle O'Reilly took his ear off, and he was like,
"Look, man."
Yeah, and then hung the phone up.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Crazy shit. So, that match will be happening for the North American title next week, and I think it will be a stellar main event.
You know what scares me about that? I think you might be onto something about Carmelo, because I figured that would be a match for War Games, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they're doing it next week, that's a little concerning. Like, hey, get that belt off him ASAP because he's gone.
It's either do I think they just might be doing it now to get it out the way, because I don't think that there's gonna really be any title matches except Breaker, or there might not be any title matches on War Games. It might just be War Games.
Why not just throw one on there?
Shout out to Chris Novak. He brought up something very interesting, and I thought, yeah, that makes sense. I sort of predicted the same thing last week about what the possibilities for War Games could be, but he was just like, we do an old school versus new school kind of thing.
I said that last week.
Oh yeah, we said that.
And you said no, and I said yes.
No, I thought,
man, look, people don't be listening to me when I be saying shit, man. I swear, bro, I've been said that.
What I said was they might do a 3v3, and then you were just like, no, and I was just like, okay, if they're going to fill it up as the traditional War Games is, I think it would be because you 4v4, it would be two NXT 1.0 with the 2.0 guys, and then on each team. That's what I said.
I like my idea better.
Every idea is fine as long as they load up the fucking cage. I love War Games. It does not matter. Just make it happen. So yeah, I think that might be very interesting. But if it's going to be an old school versus new school kind of thing, then Tommaso Ciampa might be in it.
What you do? Tommaso, Gargano, Pete Dunne.
Pete. What did Novak say? I'm just gonna read the message. Just
Kyle? Will Kyle still be there by then?
He said either Knight or Kyle. Honestly, I think Kyle and
you know what? You could do Knight. You could think about Waller cut that promo today.
Yeah.
You know what?
Kyle O'Reilly is most likely gonna be in a tag team match with Imperium, and if that's gonna be his curtain call, whatever. Leaving on a biggest stinker, boy.
No, don't do that. Imperium's good.
Oh, I'm not worried about Imperium.
You worried about Big Von?
Yeah.
King Von.
But yeah, that should be interesting. We'll be looking forward to that when it comes. Odyssey Jones, Jacket Time versus Diamond Mine. First, I would like to say, what the hell Joe Gacy thinking, boy? You can't just come up in here and be like, I want to fuck with Diamond Mine. You got to pay that hour. You got to pay that outrageous fee.
Yeah, he said, let's link. I fuck with the Vision.
Mm-hmm. And then and Vivis said, fuck the Vision. You got the bread. So I'm curious where they're gonna go with that. We'll see what happens. Diamond Mine, no, screw that. Roger Strong versus Odyssey Jones. What the hell are they doing, man? Odyssey Jones can't challenge for that.
So there's no more rules.
So what are they gonna do with this? Where does this go?
Oh, what is Roderick doing with that belt? You know, it's crazy. He did be on 205 Live like every week too, which I appreciate.
Yeah, but like I thought this would be leading up to like Kushida getting like a championship rematch, but they're letting Odyssey Jones kind of shine and shit, and I'm just like, why? Well, like I understand why, but it's just like, how is this gonna work out in the long run? Because if Odyssey Jones be like, I want to challenge you for that 205 championship, bro.
Do it. Fuck it.
God.
Okay, do it.
These niggas I'm stupid. Huh? Whatever. Don't do that to me. Don't do that. The poker showdown with Cameron Grimes and Duke Hudson.
See, this is what I want to talk. This is what I want to talk about.
Yes. So at first, I was just like, "Oh, these motherfuckers about to play poker for real? Like legit? Like for real? Like just regular poker?" And honestly, I thought they would get. I think I said it like about 3 weeks ago. When they had the original poker segment thing, I was just like, okay, they're gonna do the poker thing, and then they'll possibly get to the wrestling next week. It kind of just took some time for it to actually get physical. So now that it's physical, everything's fine with me. Like everything's right in the world now. The basketball is patched up and filled with air again.
I love this promo, man. I thought it was very clever and original to cut a promo during a poker game in the middle of the ring. I said I've never seen that before.
Oh yeah.
You know the best part is the little things in this episode, like when they did the little remember on ESPN when they would show poker and they did a little card cam,
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that, man. I was like, I said it. I was like, I hope they do the card cam. I hope they do the card cam. And they did it. I was like, yes, go. I said that. I love that attention to detail. That was so much fun.
The graphic was hilarious. Like they had the very poker graphic. It was just like, these are the two cards these guys have. What I liked about this, no.
I used to watch it like late at night.
Bored as fuck, boy. That boy could not sleep.
2 in the morning. ESPN 2 got the fucking World Series of Poker.
I like this segment a lot because the poker is secondary. It does like the poker did not matter. And also what I really liked going into it, I was just like, when they said like, oh, the poker showdown is next, I was just like, okay, so how are they gonna rig the cards for Grimes to like actually like win? Like how is the card like how's the deck lined up for them to for Grimes to win it easily? And then it just didn't matter because all the promo stuff, and then like you ain't got the heart, blah blah blah, the standard poker shit. And then Grimes wins, and then Duke Hudson is just like, what the fuck? And then puts him through the table and then cuts off some of his hair. And I was just like,
he cut off his beard. He cut off his beard.
Oh,
it was a good amount of his hair, bro.
He cut off a good amount of his beard.
Yeah,
but the hair, he just got some split ends off.
He did. He went a little deeper than that. He definitely went a little deeper. He cut off a couple inches.
Okay. I don't know why he did that.
I bet you Grimes is trying to have that long ass hair. He said, I'm cutting this shit, bro. Let's do a storyline. Same thing with Jack Evans on AEW.
Okay. I don't know. I thought because he's holding a hammer and it was just like, and then he switched his scissors and I was just like, nah, you kind of tight. A hammer would have did way more damage, bro. You probably should have went with the hammer.
You know what that reminded me of? My favorite one is who did it? I think it was when the Dungeon of Doom cut off Hulk Hogan's mustache back in '96 because he had to do that movie. So they made it to a story. They tried to make it like they were like the announcers were like, "Oh my god, they cut off his mustache! They're embarrassing him." Like, dog, it's a mustache. Like, relax, dog. It can grow back in 3 days.
Yeah. But no, this poker segment was definitely better than the other one that kind of just like constantly played out throughout the night. This was cool. This was amazing. I really did enjoy it. Next, we have Tommaso Ciampa. Just coming out, talking this stuff, saying these young boys ain't got no respect. Everybody's talking shit. Y'all ain't got no integrity. Y'all ain't got no dignity, or other adjectives and stuff like that, and nouns and other words. And then Braun Baker comes out and he was just like, "Hey man, you focusing on this other stuff. I'm on your ass." And then Tommaso Ciampa was just like, "Word?" Like he was at Halloween Havoc. Play the clip. And then show him smoking his shit. I thought that was green. And then we'll have Tommaso Ciampa did a reference.
Steiner math.
Yeah, hit him with the Steiner math.
They couldn't wait. They couldn't even wait 2 months to do the damn Steiner math. They couldn't wait. What did I
say? What did I say when it comes to Braun Breaker? They want the Steiner meat. They want Steiner. Yeah, that's all.
They couldn't wait 2 weeks. 2 months.
So that's gonna whatever comes out from that, I think that should be really cool. If they're gonna be a War Games, I think that'd be nice. We'll see what happens here. Main event. The rematch between Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. And I'd say wasn't feeling it, dog. But Raquel did something pretty cool. She did like a stretch
up the arm, the stretch muffler like throw.
Yeah, the spinning stretch muffler bomb or whatever the hell that was. That was hard.
Keep that in the repertoire.
Yeah, that shit was hard. Nothing else. Everything else, I was just like kind of whatever.
I'm sure this match. I don't know why every time Raquel Gonzalez gets on my TV, I just like don't care. Immediately, I'm just like I don't care.
I mean, I tried to care.
I tried to. I really did. She's just not interesting.
I really tried to care because I was just like, the outcome of this match is going to be important. Like this match is important. So I really tried my best to pay attention. But the in-ring just wasn't there for like I'm just not with it with Rock.
I don't like Dakota Kai's character. I don't like the whole I said it last week. I don't like the crazy girl thing. I don't think she executes it good. I just stop. It's such a cliche thing. I'm over.
Well, that. I don't think it's not that she doesn't. I just don't think it's needed.
It's not. It came out of nowhere. No explanation as to why she's crazy all of a sudden.
I don't think she needs to be crazy. Just you hate the bitch.
Yeah,
you're well in your right to be a jealous motherfucker and just let that be it. You ain't have to really. The voices don't have to talk to you to hate Raquel. But yeah, this match ends with the interference from Toxic Attraction, more or less repaying the favor for hitting Dakota Kai, hitting her with the shovel at Halloween Havoc. And then Corey J comes out, whacking people with the skateboard, with the penny, very Darby Allin-esque. And then she chucked it. I was just like, "You're wilding, bro."
The announce teams they're in imminent danger, dog. They almost got a shovel thrown at them, a microphone thrown at them. The goddamn
penny. Yeah, I was just like, "Dog, what'd you throw that for?" And then Cora J gets her ass beat, right? Just like what you thought was gonna happen. And then Zoe Stark music hits, and I was just like,
"Huh?"
Yo, I say
I thought she came back like Cena. I thought she came back like Cena in 08. I was like, oh no, she's back already.
I was just like, no fucking way that you're back already. Yo, if she came back now, I'd be like, okay, I see it. This woman is something else. She's not human, bro.
She's special.
She's not human.
She's
woman. Not human. She's the first NXT alien to be on the roster, bro. But she just. I can't even say she ran a distraction. She just bought some time for Io to come out. And I like that she passed the crutch to Io. I thought that was really cool. Io Shirai getting some vengeance for Zoe Stark, whacking him with the crutch. I got really confused at some point because I looked away from my screen and I saw like Cora Jade looks like she should be in Toxic Attraction. So when they were Irish whipping, I think Mandy, I was just like, why is JC Jane helping? Why is she helping Io? I thought it was so weird.
JCJ needs to do something with her look because she's like when she was in regular street clothes earlier in the show, I was like, who the hell is that? Like I forgot who she even was. Like Gigi Dolan sticks out, Mandy obviously sticks out. But something about JC just like she had to do something with the hair. I think I don't know what she had different.
No, I just meant Gigi Dolan really stands out because of the hair.
Yeah, she has red hair. That's what I'm saying. Like WWE women, they have a pattern of usually someone colors their hair some color. I think JC might need to do that.
She might need just like a blonde streak or something, like highlights.
Yeah, something.
But yeah, and then Regal didn't come out and say the thing, so I'm kind of tight.
Are we on Regal watch, man? Where's Regal at?
Home.
Where's my guy? Where's my guy?
NXT. I thought this would have been the perfect time to like just do it. Like we haven't seen you in so long.
Yeah, we haven't seen you like months.
Damn, man. Come on.
The times really changed, man. This ain't the NXT.
I'm saying
this ain't your dad's NXT.
If there's any sign of change, is William Regal not screaming war games when a whole bunch of people are just fighting and brawling.
I hope he's at home giving his son some kind of personality because that guy is a snooze. Great wrestler, boy.
The character will come. Regal's most likely tending to his reptiles.
I think he's only like 50.
Yeah. Oh, for real? That's crazy.
We went through this.
Yeah, I remember, right? Just like a couple months ago. It was just like, damn, you only 50. That's crazy. But that's it for NXT, or at least our big topics. We're gonna go into the quick hits. Zion Quinn versus Andre Chase. Yo, this match? What the hell? This match is legitimately in slow motion.
Yeah, it was
First, I thought I was bugging. I was just like, oh, maybe it was just a sloppy start. When Andre Chase did the kick and then Zion Quinn caught it, I was like, that was the slowest kick I ever seen in my fucking life. I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? Absolutely insane. They really put this on TV. This is probably when you said that NXT this week wasn't for the wrestling. this is the match that's absolutely in the forefront of it. Zion Quinn wins, and then Elgato Del Fantasma comes out.
Terrible jackhammer, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, it looks slow and shitty. What is it? Raul Mendoza and Zion Quinn. I mean, no, not Zion Quinn.
Joaquin Wilde.
Joaquin Wilde. They tried to jump him after the match, and they couldn't handle him. And I was just like, "Hey, man, what's going on, man? Man's just had a match.
You're a big boy. You're a big boy.
He just had a match, bro. He a little winded, bro. You could run up on him, stupid.
He a big boy. They wasn't built. They wasn't built for that.
And then, thank God, he's still with us. Santos Escobar comes in, evens the odds on this 2v1. And then they catch him slipping. And then, Elektra Lopez doesn't like to be denied or rejected. And I was just,
couldn't be me. I'm doing whatever she say. Whatever she say, I'm with it.
Elektra Lopez leading the charge for Elgato. I was just like, I mean, that's cool.
Are they gonna explain where the fuck Santos Escobar has been for the last month?
Man, can they explain to me why Elgato Del Fantasma was doing this and not challenging for a belt? Like, as soon as Carmelo Hayes won it, he was just like, "I'll be back."
He gonna be back. He gonna run it. You gonna spin the block.
Hey, spin that shit faster, man. These niggas wasting their time on Zion Quinn, bruh. This goddamn telenovela storyline. We'll see where this goes. And then obviously, like I completely understand that Zion Quinn did not have a mentor before in NXT, and then just let it be. Oh God, that's fast. The match, two boring guys versus two boring guys. Did you watch it? Because I didn't.
Looked at my phone. I ain't gonna hold you. I was looking at my phone.
Dog,
I
soon
will.
as the match. Go ahead. I walked away from my phone. I just walked away.
My Von Wagner got a Fronto leaf on his tights. You know what I mean? That's all I had to say. That's all I had from that match. That's it.
Two boring guys. Two boring tag teams having a match, and then whatever that happened. I thought this was so weird. GYV had the women's titles on them, and I thought there was replicas, and I was just like, "Oh, is Toxic Attraction gonna come at something like what's going on here? They gonna try to hit on the ladies, bro?"
They are scamming on Grandma.
This when you think this nigga could not get any more despicable. This nigga lying to his grandma, bro. Secure the bag, get that generational wealth, but this nigga lying on it, bro. He ain't trying to work for it. I wonder how this is gonna play out.
Nasty work.
There's a Nana Con. They had like a whiteboard that was just like they're gonna have like a festival for for Nana, and I was just like, what is this harebrained scheme, bro? What is the story?
The nigga's gonna have the next week. They gonna have the "You should be here" sign.
Mm-hmm.
Real scam vector knife. Did he try to catch you with the vector knife before?
Oh nah.
You might have missed that era, the vector knife.
They tried to hit me with the 4X. What?
Oh yeah, you that new era scam. I was in the old back in my day with knives and and "You should be here," whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah. I knew somebody that tried to sell knives. It hurt to see him down that bad.
It's when you 18, you fresh out of high school, that should sound real enticing the way they hit you with it. I was like, oh,
that's exactly who it was. But yeah, they're gonna lie to their grandma, and they returned the belts to Toxic Attraction, and then they were just like, "Oh, y'all sad as shit. We ain't really fucking with y'all." Who the hell lies to their grandma? We'll see what happens with GYV. It's not on the docket because I forgot, but it just came to my mind. It was fairly interesting. MSK does a thing. Did they sneak a pack through TSA? Is that what it was?
They definitely snuck the supplies through TSA. Good for them. They're looking for their shaman, and it seems like it's headed towards Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. When he
very
said
very hinted at.
Yeah, he was just like, "No more words. We gonna find out." And I was just like, "Is it gonna be Jeff Hardy?" I think it'd be hard if it was Jeff Hardy.
And then they said tag team specialist. Does Jeff smoke weed? I thought Jeff went a little harder than that. You know what I mean?
Just because he don't smoke weed doesn't mean he can't talk to people that do. Justin talked to me every day. I heard.
I'm sure Jeff smokes weed.
Justin don't smoke weed.
No, not Justin. Jeff. No, Justin went on a whole fucking rant, a whole promo on a show with Meals about smoking weed, and I didn't roll my eyes so hard.
Stay off the weed.
These squares over there at A show. Gotta be corporate, not me.
So yeah, it should be Jeff Hardy. I think that's gonna be cool. And then lashing out with Last Legend, Grayson Waller, Kutsa. Oh, I didn't do the indies, but that doesn't mean you could be mean to me.
I like that. I like this promo. I like that promo. I think that's the most character we've seen from Grayson Waller since he's got here. Character to development, I should say.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there. But I was just like, it's cool if you're gonna cut the well, I didn't do the indies, but whatever, I'm still gonna make it in this industry. I kind of hate that sort of thing because I think it's corny.
The You know who did it the best? Remember when when Baron Corbin and Samoa Joe, I believe.
Oh.
Baron Corbin was like, all I had to do was make one call, and Samoa Joe was like, well, they called me. You know, I was like, that's fire.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
So yeah, he cut that, and I kind of like. At first, I was just like, okay, whatever. It's gonna be well, I didn't do the indies, but when he did the hot dog and the handshake thing, I was just like, all right, we reusing that.
What Ciampa say? He said, I got first of all, Ciampa wilding.
Yeah, he said, nigga, you know where
you put my hot dog at.
Hot dog,
I said, hey, yo. Wow, boy.
If Tommaso Ciampa would have just hit an "Ayo, suck my dick" on TV, hey,
we really want to hit TV 14. You know what I mean?
Yeah, TV 14. We here with it. But I didn't like them reusing the hot dog and the handshake line because of who originally used it. And then if you're gonna reuse
who originally used it?
Dream.
I've heard people been saying hot dog and handshake way before Dream.
Velveteen Dream said the hot dog and the handshake line, and I don't think
people been saying that since the 80s. You kidding me?
If you could bring up another example, I'll take it back.
That's a well-known wrestling example. Hot dog and a handshake. Oh, I'm looking it up right now.
Hey, I'm not watching no 80s wrestling, boy. That shit too blurry for me. If you could pull up to an example, I hit the Drewski hands.
I'm sure Ric Flair said that in a promo at some point. Easy.
Listeners of the show, if you could find an example, feel free to send it my way. But the response is just gonna be the Drewski hands. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. Dream didn't make that up.
Oh, of course not. WWE creative.
No, well, yeah, when they heard it, Ric Flair say it in '85.
Is that what you got pulled up?
No, I can't find anything at the moment, but it's definitely an expression that's been used well before Dream.
Okay. Well, that's it for NXT. Looking forward to War Games. Excuse me. You can follow me at Cyrus. Follow me on Twitter at Cyrus on TWR. You can follow Quan at the Comeback Spot. You can follow the A Show Network and see all the cool stuff that we are doing, like spaces, other podcasts, and miscellaneous content. At the A Show RNC on Twitter, and you can subscribe to us on Patreon. Patreon.com/the A Show RNC. I haven't messed that up in a long time. That sucks. We have shows like Spot Callers, Legendary Runs, The Evasion Diaries, and other miscellaneous wrestling content. And you can get shows like this, the A Show and Rewriters Room, a day early. There's other nice tiers where you could join our Discord and chat with us about wrestling and other like-minded, folks. You can get bodied and talk about Spider-Man in our general chat.
I'm not going. I'm not even going to go in general chat. I haven't stepped in there. As soon as the trailer dropped, I said, "Yeah, I'm not going in there." I already know how y'all acting in there, like a bunch of clowns. Oh, yeah.
It looks bad. That's all I gotta say. It looks bad.
So I watched it on my phone, so I can't really give you any CGI critiques.
It looked bad, and it is what it is at this point. Yeah. Damn. Lost my train of thought. The Spider-Man.
That's all we got.
Yeah.
Spider-Man had you that flabbergasted?
It just looked bad. That's just about it. Spot Callers poll went out. I don't know who won the poll, but GCW and ROH is winning once again. Please vote for ROH because I do not want to watch a GCW show.
I'll vote for GCW right now.
Oh Lord.
Evil Deeds. Okay.
Well, you voted. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't. I'm not telling you who I voted for, but I voted.
You just said that you were going to vote for the GCW show.
I was just fucking with you. I'm not telling you my vote.
Or whatever. Yeah, look forward to that. Next week is Thanksgiving. Enjoy your Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
We'll catch you back the following week. So enjoy that. see you guys in 2 weeks. From me and Quan. Peace out.
Yeah, that shit is next week, huh? I didn't think about that. Good shit.
Mhm. All right, the Patreon light is on, and I feel like if we're not gonna do an episode next week, I feel like we could just do a nice little live watch, like Meals and Justin have been doing.
Well, what you want to do?
Whatever you want to do.
You want to do Team Austin versus Team Bischoff?
Survivor Series?
Yeah, or do you want to do the first War Games or any previous War Games? Or
I mean,
I kind of want to do a Survivor Series one, but it'd be too late. It'd be after Survivor Series. I mean, he would probably do a War Games, but I want to watch Eric Bischoff. No,
Shit,
we can do something. We'll figure it out.
It's Patreon content. Fuck it, we do whatever we want.
We do whatever we want.
So yeah, we'll work on that, try to set that up, and then we'll just find some time to watch Austin and Team Eric Bischoff, Team Austin, whatever.
Have you seen that before?
No, I haven't. So
it's my favorite. I think it's my favorite.
Survivor Series.
A lot of people say Alliance versus WWF, but I prefer this one a lot more.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. That'd be no issue. But our Patreon topic for this week is social media.